Hi guys, Lorien here, and thank you so much for joining me on this new weekly reading for the 24th of July until the 30th of July. I can't believe where July's gone. I really honestly can't. So I thought I'd give a little bit of a test run with this reading. So for those of you who've had a reading with me before, you will know that this is a reading that I do privately. So I'm kind of thinking, just for the heck of it, why not do the private reading spread for the monthly readings? As of September, I'm thinking of actually doing this sort of spread, and I would really greatly like your feedback. Obviously this is just going to be for the week ahead, but I'd greatly like your feedback if you think it would work for the month, and if you do think that you would like a particular spread. So I really do want your opinion, and I would really like to get some thoughts as to whether this spread works for you. So we're using the Deborah Blake Everyday Witch Tarot. And I have just finished doing all the August readings now, so that should be done. So with looking ahead after this eclipse month, I think we need to change. So as I say, do let me know what information you feel you can get from this, and if this works for you for the monthly. So let's see. Okay, let's see. Oops. Like I say, this is the spread I do in all my personal readings, and I'd really like to know if everybody was very receptive to it, and whether you'd like to see a monthly video. I don't have no idea how long a monthly reading would be to watch with this type of spread. Hey, but let's give it a go, shall we? Let's see what information we can gather for this week. All right. Okay, so there's a lot of positivity here. Lots of good vibes. Now I must explain that the top row is the outer energies. So there are the outer energies that you may experience every day. And at the bottom row is kind of the energies that you could maybe take as backing up this or coming to affect you, and also the advice. So this is what you may experience, this is the reason why, and also the advice as to how to change that. So I hope that makes sense there. And then of course we've got the ghost card at the bottom here, which is the energy going right through to the top, where I draw these cards from for you. So like I say, general reading for all signs. If you would like a personal reading from me, just click the links below, and if you want to support the channel, all that information is on Patreon. So let's see what comes through for us all in the weeks ahead. So let me just see if I can put this light on. That makes no difference whatsoever, so let's see. Okay, so the moon and the Two of Cups are very interlinked here. I feel as though there's a lot of positivity for us coming through in this month. The moon, I feel, is very much about the new moon that we're going to experience very soon, and the fact that this is going to be a very important one. So even though it's a full moon and not a new moon, I do believe this is quite important for us for various different reasons. I do think that this whole eclipse season is going to start affecting change very well. I think it's going to be easy for some of us and not so easy for the rest of us, unfortunately. But it's just that kind of whether you really do enjoy change, whether you embrace change, or whether you could really do without it. You know what I mean? So it could be the fact that you really don't gel with the new moon that's coming up, and you really do have the issue. Okay, so they're just telling me actually, because this is after the eclipse, or just starting on the the back of an eclipse, this is kind of what you can expect to feel as well. So this, you may still be feeling the issues of this new moon. You may still be feeling the, how to put it, the energetic lull in some cases. Some of you will be absolutely feeling fine, energized, whoop woo, gonna fly around the room. But some of you may be feeling like, oh my gosh, this is like, oh wow. But the main thing that I take from this eclipse and this new moon is this. And this is basically telling you that it's about community, it's about your growth, almost like your rite of passage. But you could find that there's new innocence. There's maybe a little bit of nostalgia going on, looking at how far you've come and how far you want to go. So this week, I think that there's a little bit of introspection and maybe figuring out why you feel the way you feel about certain people. Also, I think some of you could be maybe atoning for previous things that you've done. But I do feel that there's a lot of positivity coming through here anyway, so even if you want to just forgive yourself from past indiscretions, that's fine. I think that this has to be cleared out though with this new moon, so it wouldn't surprise me if people are going through deep cleanses or Reiki or stuff like that, spells, to just kind of release all the old things. I know that some clients of mine have already booked in their cleansing, so that's kind of the release, if you will. Very dramatic releasing. But then you have the Two of Cups. Now the Two is all about duality, and a lot of the time it's about balance, but I feel this is about law of attraction to me. It's about heralding the new day as well, because this is sunrise or sunset, but let's just go with sunrise. But I feel this is almost about the offer of something new, the potential of something new, and it all becomes apparent when you actually get down and renewed from this. If you are the unfortunate people who have experienced a downer on such new moons and things, then I think this is about rejuvenating yourself. I also feel like it's maybe making amends with the two parts of you. So the balancing within you, you could have to organise how you feel. And then you have the King of Pentacles here, which of course is such a nice sight to see. This is basically about having discipline, being quite controlled in your way forwards, but also having all the riches and the abundance that you want. So I think maybe you are looking for law of attraction here, and this could be what you want to be like. You could want to have your cake and eat it. You may want to have the riches of wine and have a lovely house and, the family type thing. So you could this week be wanting to focus on law of attraction, the energies, maybe even without thinking of it consciously. You could be doing it in the background, and that could be something that you start off doing very quickly. But of course, we have to come to the little devil card here. And I don't think it's any mean feat that we have so many major arcanas here and the kings and court cards, because it does feel like a big week. Oh, and it would help if I knew where the camera was, wouldn't it? But we have the devil card here, and this is basically about making the right decision, making the right choice. Some people do argue it's better the devil you know, so if you've been bitten once, may as well go back to the one that you know you can handle or know how to handle. It could be the situation that you swore you'd never go back to. For instance, I know people who say, I will never wear a headset and do customer service in my life. And then they go and do another job that requires a headset. So it's all about that sort of, am I prepared to make the steps necessary, or am I just going to give in to the easy road? Am I going to give in to sexual desire and just forget about the world outside with my partner? Am I just going to go for the money or the gluttony or something that makes me feel nice, but it's quick, easy, and just a very simple fix for something that needs to be looked at deeper? Because that's what I think a lot of people will have this week. A bit of temptation, maybe a little bit of alluring things like, come with me, this is the easy route, but it's going to make it so much better. I think you need to stay the course because you're almost done. You may want to say, I just want this over with, but you're almost done anyway. You're almost done. So this new cycle that's coming through, some of you may not have the ending of it yet, It may kind of cross over, so you may be experiencing some past karma, but this is all about feeling freer than you have in a while, feeling like you've achieved something. So basically it's saying give up. Somebody may around you say give up now. You're never going to get anywhere. You're not prepared to put the hard work in. You're not going to do anything. Why don't you just give up, get a day job, or change a job, go with the person who likes you even though you don't like them. It could be the fact that your ego and the little devil on your shoulders kind of like, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Do something like this. That's not the kind of energy you want to entertain. You want to entertain this. The world's my oyster if I just believe and if I just continue along the right path. Because I think that you're almost there. For a lot of us, we're almost there, getting this new energy that's coming through that's so bright and so amazing. 2017's been a test of newness. It's been a test of will, and it's been a test of strength as well, but also our knowledge of ourselves. And I think that this is basically coming through with an emotional connection. So this Queen of Cups is very much about influence. It's about trusting your intuition, being compassionate with others, giving life force to people who maybe need it. For some of you, it could literally be conception or thinking about starting a family. But when I see this generally, I feel like it's getting back to the true you, the true essence of what it is. So you could actually have a very emotional end to this week. It could be feeling like you've made a breakthrough, but similarly, I think it could be just feeling like you've turned a corner. I think that would be the simplest thing. If you just think, hey, I didn't do so badly this week, that you feel settled within yourself and give yourself a pat on your back that you did something that maybe you didn't think you were going to do because everything else, and you thought, oh well, I'll just give up now, there's no point in taking that cookery course, I keep burning toast, or something like that. Don't give up on yourself just because you think it's the easier option here. I think this is very much strong, as well as law of attraction. If you don't get what you're asking for with law of attraction, maybe it's not the right time, but also similarly, maybe you're not really allowing yourself to believe that it's coming. And a lot of people just give up if they don't get it immediately. So don't do that. Keep working at it, because you've got the Knight of Wands here. I almost said Cups again. The Knight of Wands, which is motion, and also about that sort of energy and passion, the lust for adventure. This is all about newness. They want you to feel like you've accomplished something, so you can carry on accomplishing things, so you can get your confidence, so you can jump over the challenges that may be in your way and just kind of face them with a newness. For some of you, this may be overcoming some kind of anxiety or kind of illness that you've experienced recently, or just feeling better, feeling that edge of betterness. So that's all I think that a lot of us have to focus on. But for a lot of you, it's about having that law of attraction and focusing on, while the moon is so powerful and its energy is so rich and there, especially in Leo, you know, we need to focus on how to bring in that better energy, and don't think about the negative Nellies that may be around you, or the kind of negativity that's feeding into you in that way. And then we have the Three of Cups. So this is about communication, and it's three normally, but this is friendship and community. I think you'll have, again, the moon, very prominent. And I think that you probably have 3 reasons to celebrate this week, or 3 reasons to be grateful. So it could be emotional, it could be professional, an achievement, it could be, like I said, a breakthrough, a small little breakthrough, or it could even be the fact that you get together with friends and have a really nice day, or the fact that you can celebrate somebody else's achievement around you. It could be that. And even underneath here we have the Fool. So this is a new beginning all around. We can really feel the effects of the eclipse this week, for good and for bad, because I think sometimes it will leave us feeling drained, so we're prepared to give up. Oh, again, something else. I just feel exhausted. I can't be bothered. I can't be asked. Just ignore him. Just ignore him. And I think get into yourself and get that kind of belief coming through. Don't worry about anything that anybody else is saying. All you have to do is you have to be in it to win it. That's what came to mind. You have to be in it to win it. So you have to be in your life and actively pursuing something in order to actually get something. So definitely work towards something new this week. Let me know how it goes, and I really do wish you all the best. And as always, let me know, kind of what this spread seems to do for you. If you like it, if you want recommend maybe the Celtic Cross or another spread that you want to see in the monthly readings, I will try and zhuzh them up a bit. But yeah, any feedback absolutely gratefully received. Also, if you'd like a reading with me, click on the links below in my Etsy shop and also my webpage. If you can't click on that for whatever reason, there is an eye in the sky that should actually get you onto the page there. But yeah, it seems like an absolute brilliant week. I don't think I could have pulled a better spread, to be honest. Well done, Eclipse. Well done. I wish you all the best. Let me know how things go for you, and I look forward to reading for you soon.